Hi everyone, it's Leigh Martinuzzi here from Martinuzzi Property Group, and today is my eXp Explainer video. So eXp is the company that I'm integrated with my business using this business model eXp, which is the fastest growing real estate agency in the world, and it provides both businesses, business owners and agents a platform to do our business with many benefits. And that's what we're going to go through today to explain to you why this business model might be suitable for you and to see if it is a fit for your current workings. Guys, if you want any more information about this, jump on the call with us. We'd love to chat a little bit further and explain some of these details in finer point. So I'm just going to share my screen now with eXp so I can share this slide with you. So the first slide, as I said, eXp is the company that I'm integrated with, and my name's Leigh Martinuzzi. So 2 years ago, I joined this company and basically have never looked back. I was reluctant to leave the company I was with. I was quite happy there actually and quite successful. Started here on the Sunshine Coast a couple of years with that company. And then I came across this business model called eXp. And the reason why I came across it, a friend of mine in the United States, Ricky Carruth, who I connected with a few years ago, I actually interviewed him on my personal development podcast. He was in real estate quite successfully, doing 100 sales a year. He's a very well-known international real estate coach as well. And I saw he made a move from this company that he was with, which is quite a well-known brand, to eXp. And I thought, well, that's very interesting. Why would such a successful individual make that move? There must be something to it. So as I started looking into eXp, now eXp is a public listed company. I couldn't unsee what I saw. They offered so much. It sounded actually too good to be true. But I did my research. I called agents in Australia. I spoke to Ricky, obviously, over in the United States. And I did my research and I realized that actually what the company was saying they offered, they did offer. And they actually offered a lot more. So once I joined the company, I found out even more benefits than I would have thought for. So it was a bit of a nervous move. But what was on paper was something to be excited about. And that's why I joined the company. So who I am, so I'm a real estate agent, clearly. I'm on the Sunshine Coast here in Australia. Very successfully operate and sell real estate in my area. And that's my passion. That's what I do. That's what I love. And that's what I'm all about. Now, I've got a family as well. So realistically, I work because I want to give my family a great life. And I want to have this level of freedom that can allow us to do the things that we really want to do. So there's a picture of my family. That was a recent photo of us traveling down south. We went to a week in the snow. So it was a nice holiday, and that's what we love. We love traveling, always have traveled ever since my eldest daughter was 2. We did a 5-week trip overseas, and from there, we've always traveled. We actually, before I came back to the Sunshine Coast and restarted my career in real estate, I actually lived in Japan with my family for 2 years as well. So great experience. We loved witnessing different cultures and different environments and really getting to explore the world as much as we can. And certainly real estate gives you that opportunity if you're willing to put in the work. It's uncapped earnings for what you put into it. So the harder you work in this game, generally, the greater the outcome, the greater the reward. So I joined real estate, and then eXp offers me even more. So that's a big part of my why, is my family and the ability to have those experiences that we love to do together and individually as well, mind you. So that's us in a nutshell. eXp, so who suits eXp? Well, anyone can really join this company. Now, I've joined in a team with Ricky Carruth, who's over in the United States. So we've got an international team. And Ricky's actually got one of the largest teams using the eXp banner. So he's got many agents and many resources that we can all tap into. So when you look at eXp and who it suits, it really suits anyone, because Ricky's come from a very high platform real estate coach, very successful real estate agent, to the likes of myself here in Australia on the Sunshine Coast. And then we're building a team here now in the Sunshine Coast as well. You can see the guys over in the States there at a recent conference on the stage. So Ricky's, again, got a lot of resources and networking opportunities in his team. And you can join the company, whether you're a business, so maybe you've got a brand, a franchise brand that you're with, maybe you're running your own show, a boutique agency. Perhaps you're someone like me who just had their company and was contracting to another agency. Anyone can join this company, and you can receive the benefits that the company offers. So whether you're a commission-only agent or whether you're an independent contractor, eXp certainly would suit you. So here's the big attraction for me. When I first looked at the company, 75% split straight up off the bat. So when you join the company and start working with eXp, as your platform provider, you earn 75% of all commissions, up to 100,000 gross commission. So when you hit 100,000 GCI, everything after that is yours, 100% commission. So that for me was a game changer, because I wasn't even on 75% split at the previous company. I was on much less than that. And so I knew that using this model based on a very quick calculation of what I was earning that year before I made the shift, I could actually double my income straight away just by making that move. Now, I know that might sound nerve-wracking, and look, you might be happy with your workplace, you may not be, but for me, it was just like, if I could double my income just by making a move to eXp, doing nothing else different, what would that mean for my family, my ability to do those things that we really love, doubling my income? So that was what crunched it for me. And then I looked into it further, and there was much, much more on offer as well. So when you look at it, there's a $200 a month fee that you're paying plus GST, so $220 a month that you pay to use the eXp platform. And they provide all the tools, which I'm sure I'll get to in a second, all the tools that you need to do your job. And then you pay a $275 transaction fee on top of that. So that's for each property sale you do, $275. But when you look at a commission of $10,000 to $20,000, the $275 transaction fee really isn't much at all. So I sort of include that in the deal as well. But for me, that was really what attracted me to the business model. And I think it's what probably attracts most people, is that level split that you get. So if you want to have a look at a calculator, go to our website. There is a calculator there, and I'll share the link with that as well soon. So jump on there, type in the calculator what your current earnings are, and it'll show you what you could potentially earn with the eXp using that different split model. Here's something that is certainly a big attraction to myself and a lot of people that join the company. So eXp is a publicly listed company. And for that reason, all the information is available online. So you can actually do your research fairly easily looking into this company. But the thing is that when you become an eXp agent, you actually become a shareholder in the company, and you earn equity in the company just by doing your job. So when you make a sale, you can earn shares in the company. So looking at this, I've actually tracked my earnings in shares over 2 years. And just by doing what I was previously doing with the other agency, I've been able to now create about $50,000 Australian dollars in shares in the company. So that's $50,000 of equity that I own in the eXp company. So that's phenomenal, and something that no other company would give me in Australia. And that's something not to be shunned away. And the reason why I looked at this favorably is because I thought about it over the next 10 years. Let's say I've got a 10-year plan to retire. And I don't think I could ever retire, because I absolutely love what I do. And I'm one of those people that just love to work. But if I did decide at 10 years to retire, this eXp shares that I have currently will continue to grow over those 10 years naturally. And also the stock market would expect it to go up over those 10 years as well. So that $50,000 currently that I've got might turn into $500,000 by the end of the 10 years. Now, that's a great retirement plan. And that's one thing that eXp offers agents that no other company offers. And that's not just with the shares, but through other revenue streams as well. So I briefly outlines there's, how you earn shares in the company. So when you get to certain milestones in your yearly calendar, eXp will award you with shares in the company. So phenomenal business model. And as I said, I've got $50,000 extra that my previous company never would have been able to give me, and still wouldn't be able to give me. Actually, I had to give them much, much more, whereas eXp, I've given much, much less, and they've given me, $50,000 of equity in the company. So that's a big game changer, having shares in a globally listed company. Now, you look at the size of the company today, over 20 countries that we operate in, 87,000 agents. That's going to continue to grow as more and more people become aware of this great business model. Here's a game changer. So the icon, I've actually made icon agent in my first 2 years, which is great. And it's fairly easily to do. Now, one thing I really liked about this business model, because I had these discussions with my previous principals that I worked with about the levels where you actually went up in commission. So perhaps you started on 50% of 100% commission, and when you got to a certain level of GCI, you'd bump up to maybe 60% or 65%, whatever it might be. But the incentive to get there seems like a very large gap based on what the average agent was earning. So to me, it didn't seem like a big enough carrot. And I always explain this. Why wouldn't you give, a more realistic goals to agents so they could push themselves there and then climb up to that next commission level? But they never did. And what eXp has done is they said, well, we'll give you 75% straight up. So that's a great commission. If you get to 100,000 GCI, you're going to keep the rest. So that's another big incentive for you to push yourself to get to sales of 100,000 GCI. And the next best thing that you can do is become an icon agent. So that's when you settle $350,000 in gross commissions. So $350,000. Now, you may not be that agent that writes that sort of figure at the moment, but you can certainly get there with the resources that you can tap into with the company. There's a lot of coaching programs. Ricky himself does coaching with us every week. There's many other icon agent sessions in the eXp as well. So every week we get to speak to the icon agents who share their knowledge of what they're doing and how they're growing their business. So you get to tap into that wealth of knowledge, and it could be very easy for you in a matter of a short period of time to get yourself to $300,000 gross commissions, or it's 20 transactions post your capping. So when you get to $100,000 GCI, if you do another 20 transactions after that, you get the icon status as well. So whatever one comes first, it just depends on, I guess, where you're selling properties and what your average commissions are there. So that's sort of a fair business model as well. So $350,000, you get some shares in the company when you get to that level. And what the game changer is that you actually get of what you paid of that first 75-25 split for that first 100,000, you actually are rewarded $21,000 of that back through stocks, etc. And there's different things that you have to do to get that, and there's different vesting periods for that money to be received by you. But at the end of the day, of that first 100,000, if you get to $350,000, you get $21,000 back. So essentially, you've only paid $4,000 to use the eXp business brand, plus your $220 a month to use the subscription as well. So, and they're giving you shares back. So I've actually earned more in shares than I've actually paid to the company of eXp in the last 2 years. So that's phenomenal, and certainly a game changer. So it's like I've been earning 100% every year, just because I've made it to the icon status. So that's another big draw card for the business. Now, this one is something that some people may not want to focus on. Certainly, I haven't been focusing on this. But now I've got to the level of comfort in my business where I'm doing my volume that I'd like to do. I'm actually starting to build this team in Australia as well. So I've got Ricky supporting me there, and a bunch of people here in Australia supporting me as well. And I'm going to grow an eXp team. And the reason why, because it gives you some level of passive income depending on how you want to grow. Now, no other company offers this. And even if you run your own company, the benefits of the eXp business model is that we can bring and grow a team, not only locally to our demographical area of, like for my example of Sunshine Coast, I can grow a national team or even an international team. And I'm actually part of an international team as well. So that's quite phenomenal. And on top of that, I don't have any of those employee commitments that I have to worry about, because most people come into the company as their own contracting agency, and they join eXp, but they join your team. So you get to give them all the resources, help them along the way, help them on their journey, and really dedicate your time to them. And you don't have to spend your time worrying about all the employee contracts and things like that as well. eXp takes care of all that. So we can really just focus on growth. We can focus on helping each other grow our businesses. And that is something I don't think to be overlooked. It really is a powerful formula to operating a business. So eXp takes care of all the contracts, all the paperwork, all of that. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I can just focus on running my business and also helping the people in my team grow their business as well. So we can really collaborate and work together. Great business model. And you then earn revenue share. So this is a little bit more complex than I will go into today. But if you want to know more about this, certainly reach out and we can have that conversation. It runs you through there a few tiers. So you got 7 tiers there, and you can bring in members directly under you down to those 7 tiers. So for example, if I bring in someone at tier 1, I can earn from what they earn over the course of a year, $3,500 to a maximum, up to $3,500. So that's for every transaction they do. I get 3.5%. And it's not 3.5% taken off their commission split. eXp actually takes it out of theirs. So if it's a $10,000 commission, eXp takes 2.5 of that. I get 3.5% of that $2,500 taken from that $10,000 commission. So great business model. And again, you can see if you do the maths, if you build a significant team, like Ricky Carruth is doing and has done, the revenue stream that you can earn from this is significant. Now, there's some agents in the business that focus a lot of energy and time into the recruitment side of the business, and they're earning revenue streams of anything from $5,000 a month to $100,000 a month. So it can be quite significant. And again, when you're looking at this, that's eXp paying out of their revenue agents money so that the agents can help eXp grow the brand. So it's not focusing on advertising and all that sort of stuff. It's actually agent-centric. It's focusing on the agents, giving more back to the agents so that we then have a positive experience, talk more about why eXp is great to all our friends and colleagues, and hopefully that attracts more people into the business as well. So very good business model. And look, again, it's one of those things that if you look back on, as long as you're an eXp subscription holder, for the life of your revenue stream, you will continue to receive that. So if that's $5,000 a month, even if you decide to retire, as long as you're still a subscription holder, you will still receive that revenue stream of $5,000 a month, assuming that everyone's still earning and performing underneath you. Now, that's something that no other company offers, and certainly it's a retirement plan, which is fantastic. I mean, if you imagine you could build up a revenue stream of $10,000 a month, and then you decide to retire and you could have $10,000 income coming in from doing nothing, that's a great retirement plan as well. And the other thing is it's a legacy plan as well. So you can actually pass that on to your children if you wish. So if you pass away and you've still got that subscription holder in your family, that family member can benefit from that revenue stream. So again, phenomenal part of the business, and one thing that needs more clarification. So if you're interested in this, give me a call and we can certainly have that chat. So the subscription, this is what it offers you. As I sip my tea here, so $220 per month. It includes the administration support. So we've got phenomenal support here in the head office, a great bunch of people there supporting us in all aspects of our job. Unlimited technical support, all systems and portals included that you need to run your business, all supplier invoices paid by eXp. They do all the trust accounting as well. They do all the processing of payments for payroll, etc. It's all listed out there, guys. So for $220 a month, you get everything you need, plus all the business support in the head office to do the job and to do all that stuff that I personally don't want to deal with. They deal with it all, and I can just focus on running my business and doing my sales. So that's a fantastic part of the business. All you pay is $275 per transaction, which just comes off the commission anyway, so you'll basically hardly notice it. So it gives you everything you need. Now, there are a few portals and subscriptions that I have extra onto my business. You don't need them, but a couple of them I really appreciate and like to use. So I actually pay a bit of an extra dollar for those additional income streams. So, guys, the eXp, they've got a little picture of the Netflix there, and basically eXp is like that. It's what Netflix has done to Blockbuster, eXp is now doing to the real estate industry. The freedom. So this is something not to be overlooked. Now, a lot of brands and agencies, they really restrict you on how you can operate. The freedom in this business is that I get to be my own company and be my own brand, which I do. Now, not all agents do that. Some agents just come in as an eXp licensed agent. I came in as my company, MPG, and I get to, use my brand and promote my brand as much as possible in association with eXp. So I am my own brand. I am my own boss. I am my own company. I do things my own way, and I have very little restrictions, if any, that eXp demands on me, other than the fact that I have to say that, I'm associated with eXp. So that's basically it. The freedom that I got once I joined this company, it's something that I didn't think about at the start. I actually thought I might be busier and more stressed out because I'm now taking it all on board. But it wasn't like that at all. I actually had less to look after. I had less pressure from the licensee that I was working with. I had less responsibilities around what I had to do for that particular company. So I had more freedom to do things my own way. And I actually have more freedom now because my earning potential has well and truly doubled, tripled since I left that company as well. So I have more freedom to live out my life how I like to live it and do my day how I like to do my day. So stop giving away your hard-earned dollar and join the company that is now over 87,000 agents. It's pretty much speaks for itself. The real proof, do your own research online, guys. We've got YouTube videos here, eXp chats. Just look it up with myself, Leigh Martinuzzi. I speak with agents most weeks about why they joined eXp, so they share their insights as well. There's plenty of information online, and if you want to have a bit more of a chat one-on-one, please let me know. We can set up a time. We also do once a week information sessions that Ricky runs. So Ricky Carruth runs those sessions as well. So if you want to jump on one of those sessions, just give me a tingle and we can send you the link for that as well. Guys, there's all my information. That's the eXp explainer video for today. Again, if you do want any more information about what you've seen on the video today, reach out to us and we'll happily have that conversation with you. So guys, lots to take in there, and I hope this has opened your mind to a different opportunity. Not for everyone straight away, of course, and maybe not for everyone full stop. But if you want to have that level of freedom in your life and you want to do your business and increase your earning potentials and revenue streams, eXp is a great model, and I'm sure once you join, you won't look back. I certainly haven't. So guys, hope you enjoyed this, and reach out if you have any questions.